So, it was a typical Friday night. You know how it goes. Plans to just chill somehow spiral into something completely out of hand. By midnight, I was completely hammered. The kind of drunk where you start philosophizing with a street lamp. Realizing I was in no condition to function, I somehow stumbled my way home. I passed out on my bed like a wounded animal, blissfully unaware of the night's upcoming chaos. Now, I couldn't tell you how much time passed. Minutes, hours, who knows. But suddenly, I was jolted awake by this furious pounding on my bedroom door. I wasn't exactly in peak condition, so I staggered to my feet, still half drunk, and opened the door. And there they were. 4 people I'd never seen in my life. 3 of them were completely red. I'm talking head to toe. Red faces, red clothes, red shoes, even their hands were red. And the 4th? A paramedic. You can imagine my confusion. I just stood there, my mouth opening and closing like a fish out of water, trying to form words but failing miserably. Before I could even process what was happening, one of the red people pointed at me and said, "She's your responsibility now." Then, just like that, they left. No explanation, no context. Just gone. I was too stunned to even stop them. Now, I had no idea what they were talking about. That's when I noticed my flatmate, sprawled out on the couch, completely out of it. Turns out, while I was busy getting hammered, she had gone out and gotten even more bombed than me. The problem was, she hadn't even made it up the stairs to our apartment. Nope, she passed out halfway through the door to our building, just lying there like a doorstop. Apparently, the red people, who, as it turns out, were good Samaritans, had found her. But here's the twist. She wasn't just drunk. She was covered in red paint. And I mean covered. They must have tried to help her up, which explains why they were covered in red too. In their panic, they called an ambulance, and that's how the paramedic ended up in the mix. By the time I pieced it all together, I was too tired and too drunk to care. I just went back to bed, thinking I'd deal with it in the morning. But when morning came, oh boy, was it a scene? There was red paint everywhere. On the walls, on the floor, and on every single light switch in the house. It looked like a crime scene. To this day, I have no idea where that paint came from. Did she fall into a bucket? Was it some sort of art project gone wrong? The mystery remains unsolved. But here's what I learned. Friday nights, they have a way of surprising you. And sometimes those surprises come in the form of red paint, random strangers, and one very confused paramedic. And that, my friends, is why I now think twice before saying, just one more drink.